Hey everyone, it's Jody here, your Wednesday host for SelFTMade. Hope everyone's having a good week. Having a good week. Started working my booty off since school ended, and it's been go, go, go. So, trying to adjust into working and figuring out summer school at the same time has been like crazy. But it's getting figured out. It's getting there. I'm going to jump into this week's topic, which is trans individuals and finding his or her space in religion. And I want to start this video off by saying that I am not religious at all. I don't believe in God. I don't know what's going to happen to me when I die. I don't identify as an atheist. I identify as more of an agnostic individual because I just don't really know, and I'm just trying to make it through the life that I'm currently living. And so, with that being said, I want to say that religion, to me, can be a very good thing. It can be very meaningful to people, and I don't knock religion on an overall scale. What I dislike and disapprove of organized religion is that it condemns people to being abominations, and we have seen what the influence of religion can have on policies within our government system, such as like trans bathroom bills. There is that religious conservative undertone to them, and allowing and advocating for, like, I think the newest thing that I heard about was forcing castration onto people who enter into the wrong bathroom of their birth certificate. Like, how do we condone these things as being moral and ethical when our society is based on Christian beliefs? And, people can say that it's not, but it is. And that I just can't imagine religion. And I've read parts of the Bible. I used to go to church and stuff like that. And nowhere in the Bible that I was reading said that this was okay. There is a few things about homosexuality, but the Ten Commandments one of the Ten Commandments themselves says, hate the sin, don't hate the sinner. So if you think, to me, as like a religious person, if I was a religious person, I was like, well, this is what the Ten Commandments said, and God preaches about loving your brother and loving thy neighbor and all this stuff about love and acceptance, and that he created everyone under the image of himself. So it's like, if you ever stop to really think about the entirety of the Bible and, and what everything that has to say from front to back, nobody is preaching it from front to back. They're using it to have a particular agenda and have a particular motives and what they want their followers to view and to understand. And it's an interpretation. It's not like the exact wording. We will never have the exact wording of the Bible. But anyway, it's like with all of these like preachings about love and accepting people, and we're all created in the image of God. Like, do you really think that if everyone is created in the image of God, that and if there is a God, if he's like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted in life, was for everyone to find ways to hate each other, and even though I'm telling you in my own words that I want you to love each other and accept each other, and, you might not agree with what's going on in other people's lives, but it's their life, and you should love them for who they are, not necessarily the thing that you disagree with. And so, it's really hard to find spaces of acceptance in religion for people that are different, that are told that are evil and wrong and should not exist when we do exist. But I feel like that with, like, the Roman Catholic Church and the new Pope and other churches coming out and saying that they are allies of the LGBT community, like you have a group out of Salt Lake City, Utah, that is a group of LDS people that are accepting of the LGBTQ plus community, and it's called Mormons Building Bridges. And so they go to prides. They're most prevalent in the Salt Lake City Pride. festivities, and they actually have a booth where you get a sticker and you hug one of them and you get a sticker that says I hugged a Mormon. And so that's awesome that people are recognizing this when there's a world in a religious, and mostly a religious, that views the LGBTQ plus community in a negative way. And so that's really awesome to see that. And then you have like the Methodist Church here in my city that I live in Idaho. They're very open and accepting. There's other Christian denominations that are very accepting of the LGBTQ plus community. And so I just think that when living life and being in the world is hard enough, why do we have to make it harder on each other? And I mean, I have answers to the questions from my point of view, but I want to get your guys' thoughts on maybe your struggles that you had within your own religion and finding that space, because I know a lot of my friends that came out as lesbian or gay, had a really tough time with losing a part of their identity. And I can only imagine what that would be like when the only thing that I have to compare to that was when I identified as an athlete for so long, and then once I lost that identity of not being able to play collegiate sports and, on a competitive team, I was highly upset. And so with being involved in an institution that is, in essence, hates you and says that you are going to hell, but you believe in God, I can't even fathom what that would really be like. I have an understanding, and I have empathy for my friends and anyone else that's gone through that, but I'd really like to hear some of your guys' stories and open up this conversation on your thoughts, and kind of go from there. All right, well, I will see you guys next week, and if you have any questions for me or want to share your story, just leave them in the comments down below, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.